Okay everyone, so I am trying to go through our materials list today just because I want to make sure everyone understands things and sometimes it's easier to see it. If you have any questions at all, please go ahead and email me. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to buy a lot of stuff, so I'm trying to be really creative, especially because most people are kind of stuck at home. So I posted the list on our Canvas page, but I'm also just going to kind of go through it really quickly. So first of all, you will need a sketchbook, and I like something that's pretty big. That's like paper size from your regular printer. So this is a example of a sketchbook that I have that I like that's watercolor. You can also buy something similar that is for regular sketching, but again, just check out how big these are. And if you don't have a good size sketchbook, you can just make one out of copy paper. This is one that my friend made for me. Anyway, so this one my friend made for me is just copy paper, hole punch with some string or rope, and some mat board, but you can just be creative and come up with something that works for you. Obviously you're gonna need some pencils to draw with, or charcoal. If you took drawing, you can use that. You'll need that for your sketchbook and for your under drawings if you like to sketch them out. That's an option. You will need something to paint on. For this class, I'm going to be very lenient with that. So this would be ideal, 16 by 20 canvas. It can be any depth. It does not have to be this deep. I just buy deeper because I like that. You can also opt for little canvas boards that are not thick, or you can buy wooden canvases, that you paint on. You can also use watercolor paper and just prime it with gesso, or you can even use cardboard primed with gesso. We're just trying to figure out things that are affordable and easy to do. You're going to need a paper towel roll, or you can use an old rag. Let's see what else. A palette. Okay, so I recommend this kind of palette. It's a paper palette, any brand, but they're basically just sheets of paper that you rip off, and you can tape them onto your palette. Or if you want to invest in a really good palette, these are palettes that stay wet, so you can put your palette paper in there, start using it, and then you just close it. It has a lid, and that keeps everything from getting dried out, which is really helpful when you're paying for these paints. Oh, this is also an option that you can get. These are papers that are kind of already primed. It's Arches. They also make really good watercolor paper. Okay, so for paint, you can go either way, acrylic or oil. Greg is kind of saying that we should go acrylic because it's more affordable, less toxic, it doesn't create like fumes, and it dries faster. So these are pretty good brands. Basic, Van Gogh, Winsor Newton makes oils. I have a list of colors on our Canvas page, but really you just need the basics, and we can always make colors. So yellow, blue, and red. Burnt sienna and burnt umber are good colors to get those earth tones. It'll be really hard otherwise, and we need white and black. For if you decide to go oil instead, I like Minton or Gamblin, or Winsor Newton. These are about the right size too. For paint brushes, you're gonna want these long handles, and you're gonna want a variety of sizes. So like this is I think a 10. Oh yeah, there you go. This is a 4. And the flat edge just means it's flat here, versus these are round, as you can see. and filbert means that it's kind of a cross between, I think this is a filbert. And you'll also want one of these fan brushes. They're really handy for making like leaves and blending color. You're gonna need these brushes no matter what. I put some links to some sets that you can get online, but you can buy them, different sets that kind of are more affordable. If you do go oil, you're gonna need Turpenoid. You don't need it quite this big, but that's what you're looking for. If you're not going to go with oil, which again, that's what they're recommending right now, I would go with water for the acrylics. You're just gonna need water. And regardless of whether you use oil or acrylic, you're gonna need something to mix your paint in, and I'm sorry, not mix your paint, but clean your brushes. So just like old yogurt container works. I like these two for water or Turpenoid because you can put a lid on it with the solvents and not worry about it. If you go oil, you'll also want to buy some of this. And this is gesso. There's all kinds of brands of gesso. So just find one that works for you. You'll also need some blue tape. And you'll need a palette knife. This is mine. You can get metal or plastic, whatever works for you. And I'm also gonna have some kind of sketchbook exercises. So I like to have a little, oil pastels. These are pretty cheap. They're like $5 for one of these sets. You can get one of these watercolor sets pretty affordably. Maybe you have one at home from when you're a kid, or you can buy something more upscale if you want to. It's just up to you. You don't have to have any of those, but it's kind of nice to have them for sketchbook assignments. Okay, so just let me know if you have any questions, and let me know if this makes sense. Okay, thanks guys, bye.